Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to discuss lead code problem from the weekly contest 209. So the title is even odd tree. Okay, so here we are given a tree and it can have the multiple levels. So if you take a look at this diagram, so this tree has total 4 levels and it is a zeroth index. So the level 0 contains the element 1, then level 1 has the two elements, that is a 10 4, then the second level has 3 7 9, and the last level has 12 8 6 2 are the elements. Okay, so here we have to confirm the three cases. Okay, so root of the tree should be at the 0th level index. Okay, the second criteria is, so basically the first criteria it's not relevant. It is like if you take a tree node, so it should have the root value. Okay, now the next two cases are important. So if you take the index level and if it is a modulo 2, if it is a even index, then all the nodes of that level has to be odd and those has to be strictly in increasing order from left to right. Another case is if the level is odd, if the modulo 2 is not equal to 0, then all the elements or all the nodes should have the even integer value and it should be in the decreasing order, okay, from left to right. So if the whole tree it is like follows these two values, so you can return the true, else the binary tree you can say like it is not having the even or combination. Okay, so in that case the output would be false. Okay, so to solve this problem I am going to solve this with the help of Q and the BFS approach. Okay, so let's take a look at the code part now. Yeah, so this is the function that is a is even odd tree and it has the input parameter that is a tree node root and it returns the boolean value. It can be true or false. So initially if my root is null, then I can simply return the true because it is again a valid even odd combination. Okay, so in that case the output has to be true, but as per the base criteria it should have the at least one node. Okay, so if you take a look at the constraint, so it says like it is in the range of 1 to 10 to the power 5. Okay, here now the next thing is to apply the BFS. First I am defining the Q over here, then I am putting the first value, that is the root value. Okay, so after that I will take the first level that is a zeroth index, so L is equal to 0. So for this the L is equal to 0 and currently in my queue there is a value 1, that is a tree node 1. Okay, now next this is a standard DFS approach. So initially first I check if my queue is not empty, then go inside this while loop. First I calculate the size of my queue. So currently the size is 1 because there is only one element in my queue. And after that, because it is a tree level hierarchy, so at every level it doubles up the size of your nodes. So for example, the level 1 there is only one element. If you take a level 2 there are two elements. If you take a level 3 then again it is like a multiple of 2. So here 2, then it is incremented by this 2 becomes 4, though this right node is null for this root 10. Okay, now if you take the next level, so again it doubles up. So here again it can have like 1 2 3, this null node as a 4, this is again ninth null node as a 5th, and this is again 6th. So for every level the size of your node becomes double. So for the first it is a 1, then for the second it is a 2, then for the next level it is a 4, then again for this level it becomes 2 plus 2 4 plus 2, that is a 6. So it will keep on increasing. So that's why I am taking it as a n into 2 as a size. Okay, so after that initially I am filling this array with a -1. I will explain you why it is a -1. After that I will iterate through my whole array whatever the size of my queue. its multiple of that is the size of the array. Okay, then what I will do, I will pop my element, that is a root element, and I will store it in as a temporary node. After that, what I have to check is if my level is odd or even, and based on that, if my level is even, then element has to be odd. For this level it is the 1. So if my level is odd, then it should have the even element. So this is the if else if condition. If the level is even and the value of that particular node is also even, then it is not a valid combination of even odd, so I will return the false. Same thing for the odd. If the level is odd and also the value of the particular node is odd, then it will return the false. But if it is not the case, then I will check for the t of left as well as the t of right. If my t of left and right are not null, so to take the example 1, so here for this root node or the temporary node 1, its left is 10 and the right is 4. Okay, so I will have to add those values to my a. Okay, so first I will add it into the queue. Similarly, I will add it into my a array. Okay, for the left element, same procedure for the right element, and for every node, every time I will have to increment the j counter, because otherwise it will not store the elements correctly. So for whether it is a left is null or right is null or not, I will have to increment the j value by 1. Okay, once it is done, what I will do, I will check, I will increment the level by 1, because that level will be the useful for the next elements, for the next round of element. After that, what I am doing is, here I have created a list. Okay, and this is a slightly expensive operation. Here what I am doing is, I am discarding all the -1 values from my array, and I am storing it, or I am reforming the list over here. Okay, so I am storing the list in a such a way that it will not contain the minus values, because as per the constraint I can say like there are no negative values for my tree. Okay, so node should have the values in between the 1 to 10 to the power 5 range, so all are the positive values. Once it is done, what I will do, I will iterate through my list, and I will perform the same check. If the level is even, okay, then if I find the element, so I should have the elements in an increasing order. But if I come across an element where the initial element is greater than the next element, then I will return the false. If it is not the case, my level is odd, then it should have the elements in a descending order. But if I come across an element where I can find the previous element is lesser than, so where the order gets broken for the decreasing order, so in that case also I have to return the false. If I never found such scenario, so it will simply keep on performing, and it will come at a stage where the queue will become empty, and at that point I will just return the output as a true. So let's run this program and see the output. So you can see the solution is accepted, and if we take a look at the number of test cases, so you can see it has passed all the 105 test cases over here. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.